contributions. And I think that is broadly happening. So the neighboring case will keep trying, in a way to intrude into that conversation and try to carve out a place for themselves. In a way, extrapolating on that for the neighborhood first. Look, neighborhood first, first of all, let me say one thing. If you ask any country in the world, including any big country, neighbors are always challenging because they are neighbors. That there will be, issues with neighbors which you will not have with countries who are one layer or more removed. So it's not as though India has problematic neighbors. Every country has problematic neighbors. Every big country has more problematic neighbors. Now, when you have a policy, the purpose of a policy is not to solve a problem. The purpose of a policy is to manage relationships to your national advantage. Now, the whole idea of neighborhood first was one, to give our neighbors a certain primacy, a certain priority of attention. Number two, by attention here means giving resources, giving a kind of a political energy, which was not there before neighborhood first came into being. I mean, if you look today with any of our neighbors, barring one, if you look today at the projects, look at the, energy grids, you look at the roads, the rail, the movement of people, it is actually the last decade has been transformational. Now, the thinking behind neighborhood first is if you create enough of a basis for cooperation in which both parties have an interest, that then serves as a stabilizing factor. So even when you have change, even when you have a great disruption, there are countervailing stabilizing factors which address that. And I would argue that in many cases, the changes that we have seen in the last few years, the consequences would have been much sharper had actually this cooperative basis and the infrastructure mostly underwritten by India had not been there. And your point about accommodating neighbors, yes, we do try to accommodate neighbors. In fact, we do more than accommodate neighbors. If you look at the kind of support we extended to Sri Lanka during its economic crisis, or the kind of support we gave even today to the Maldives, or what we did during COVID, or the kind of fuel and fertilizer supplies that we gave after the Ukraine conflict started. So we have gone, as my remarks I said, we need to become the go-to country because we are the largest. We are the common neighbor to the entire region. But that doesn't prove, it against other, interests that they may have, positions they may take. So we can accommodate them to the extent our national interest allows them to do so. Where our national interest requires otherwise, we have to deal with that as well.